What's up guys, it's McNulty. I'm hoping that you're all well. I'm coming back to you with another hero breakdown video, and this time we are gonna have a look at some of the new heroes from the Covenant summon. So we've got the summon this time, no event. So obviously I'm sure that a lot of you will have been saving up some tokens from the event, from the Covenant event, and looking forward to getting your hands on some of these new heroes. So we do have quite a few new ones in here. We've got 2 5-star heroes. We've got a new 4-star hero somewhere here, and a 3-star hero as well. And I have got a few tokens saved up myself, so I'm gonna do some pulls at the end of this video. But there are some really interesting heroes in this new group. I love the Covenant heroes so far. They have been very impressive, good stats, good specials, and this batch is no different. So without any further ado, we're going to start with the 3-star Edelaide. Now Edelaide is a hero again of the Paladin class. Paladin class is an excellent class because when she fires her special, if you've got her leveled up, she does have a chance to increase the defense by 25% for the next attacks that come her way. She's also got the Monster Hunter family bonus, and you can see she looks like a bit of a monster hunter, this chick. And the bonus is for 2 or more heroes, and it increases the attack by anywhere from 5% up to 20%. It's a good family bonus, no doubt. Where they shine, these heroes, is when it comes to the 2 passives, because both of them have the same, or all of them have the same 2 passives, and I like both of them for different reasons. The first passive is the damage over time on the special, and this could be one that's a bit confusing, but until you actually understand it, you don't realize how powerful these heroes can actually be. So let's just go through it bit by bit. So when this character casts their special skill, they give a hunter's mark on a random enemy. So not necessarily the enemy that they targeted, but a random enemy. And the target, the random enemy, receives 150 damage over 3 turns. So that's 50 damage a turn. Easy to work out. But if the target already has the effect, and the duration will be refreshed and the damage will be increased by 150 up to 1,500 damage in totals. That's a big number. So the way it works is if a target has the effect of the hunter's mark and they get it again, that effect is increased by another 150 damage. So now they're taking whatever damage was left plus another 150 damage over 3 turns. So if you fire this chick off a few times, you'll see, and it does impact the board. Loads of people can have these hunter's marks and they can increase, and I do like that Adelaide's at fast speed. It makes this more prominent as part of her special, this passive. The second passive is excellent as well. She has a 10% to perform what I call a Black Knight, where she's just going to drop the direct damage received from a special skill to 1. So I don't know if there's any kind of animation, but it'd be cool if there was, but there isn't. I'm only speculating, but it's so cool because they've got that chance to just shrug off the most impressive special skills. So I do like that special as well. Now, that passive. Now, moving on to her stats. I mean, 3-star stats, obviously, they're going to look a little bit lower initially, but she is as good as any of the new 3-stars that are out. So those stats are pretty good. Her special is Nomadic Hem. It is at fast speed, and she recovers 26% health for all allies. So fast healer, 26% health for all allies, no ifs, ands or buts. That's perfect. The allies, all allies, get 195% increased attack. Now, that is a higher figure than Wukong. I think Wukong's 185. It's much higher than Bertolf, who's become a very popular hero against Titans. And they do receive negative 35% accuracy that only applies when the enemy has more HP than the attacker. So this hero is going to be incredible against Titans. Personally, I always use Wukong. I haven't yet leveled Bertolf fully. I know loads of people love him because there's no miss, but if you work it out, the average is, you know, Wukong's going to miss as many times as Bertolf's going to allow you to hit more by having that increased accuracy. So I don't mind the miss. I think Edelaide can be amazing against Titans. I think she'll be a really good tank in raid tournaments when they come around, because she's just going to increase the attack and heal everybody, no questions asked, and before you know it, there's hunter's marks flying on everybody. She has that other passive with the chance for getting a 1 on damage received. So yeah, overall I do really like this chick. I think she's definitely worth leveling up, as I do like the other 3-star that's in this portal as well, which summons the owl minion. She does that sort of mini Lady of the Lake thing as well. She's great. So that's Edelaide. Moving on to the 4-star hero. Now, definitely don't want that guy, Salmon Loki. He can rest. But this girl, Meadow, is incredible. I really want this one out of all of them. You know, I never really chase 5-stars, but if there was a 4-star that I want, it would be Meadow. She looks like she's just taken on Grace, and she's taken a couple of trophies from her, you know, the hero of the month that we just had last month. And she is incredible. I mean, she's a ranger class, so she has the chance to bypass. She is a sniper, which, you know, that bypass does come in handy as a sniper. She's got the same passive, and she's got the same family bonus as well. And this is what I love, at very fast speed. Now, there aren't many 4-stars at very fast speed. You've got Guardian Jackal that I can think of, and then you've got Maya Weave from season 3, who was tipped to be quite impressive, but never really did as much as you thought she was gonna do. Now with this girl, Meadow, she is just straight up amazing. She deals 265% damage to the target. The target gets 402 poison damage over 3 turns, starts low and increases with every turn. So the poison damage is going to be added to the damage from the hunter's mark on the passive. So she's going to be, well, yeah, she's going to be somebody to be reckoned with for sure. I love the stats. I think they are quite good for the 4-star level. And I'm quite excited to see how she plays, to be fair, because I do love the fast snipe, or the very fast snipe, and I like the way she looks. So yeah, I'd be stoked if I got Meadow. Now let's move on. So let's give the 2 5-stars a little bit of attention as well. So this first one, Ebba, I'm not sure about the way she looks. I'm not too keen on the art on this card, but she is of the monk class, so she has that chance to withstand any status ailments coming her way, which is definitely a useful talent. I think one of the better ones. She has the same Monster Hunter family bonus, boosting attack, and the same 2 passives. So her stats, you've got an attack stat of pushing 800. You've got a defensive stat of 807 and a health stat of 1479. So that is very balanced. Nothing out of the ordinary, or nothing too high on any of those stats. Her special skill is at slow speed, and it's called Flail Swing. So She deals 585% damage to the target, so a single target. She deals an additional 260% damage to as many random enemies as there are fiends owned by enemies. The damage is reduced on each consecutive hit. So I don't see so far that she summons a fiend, so those fiends on the enemies will have had to be put there by another person on her team. All hit targets cannot cast any new status effects or stacks on enemies or allies for 4 turns. That is pretty cool because it is sort of a silencing mechanism where it doesn't silence direct damage, but it does silence the effect or stack that they cast on their enemies or allies, and it silences for 4 turns. So I do quite like that because it doesn't stop them hitting, it doesn't stop the damage, but it does stop the after effect. And I know, as all of us know, it's not always the damage, the upfront damage that is the killer. It's what happens as a result of that damage, and that's what she's preventing there. So I like that. All hit targets get negative 54 attack for 4 turns. So I mean, potentially she could hit the whole team if they have fiends, and they can have negative 54 attack. So it means that basically when they hit you, they are going to be hitting like a wet fish. So yeah, I do like Ebba. I think that she's an interesting hero. I think that's a great mechanic. It is at slow speed. But there have been some other heroes from the Covenant heroes that are at slow speed, which I come up against, and I find that I'm really surprised when I'm facing them, and I think that Ebba is going to be no exception. So definitely a good hero. I like her, and I'd like to have a play around with her for sure. Now the last one, and I think this is the flagship hero for this portal. His name is Kai. He is of the Rogue class, which is a fantastic class, probably the second best class in my opinion, because obviously the fighter class being the best. The Rogue class has that chance to dodge, which is excellent and very frustrating when you're on offense. Okay, his stats, wow. He's got the same family bonus, but he's got a attack stat of 840. Defensive, sorry, I can't believe that. That's really high. 840, 782 defense, and 1429 health. So yeah, that attack stat is fantastic. And moving on to his special, it's Mantis Strike. It's at very fast speed, and he deals 435% damage to the target. He summons a Bone Trap Fiend for the target, and the fiend damages the enemy with 45% attack every turn. The damage increases by 8% each turn, up to a maximum of 93%. Really good so far. I mean, I'm loving that damage to the target. I think it's very similar to Khufu, if I'm not Khufu, Khonshu, if I'm not mistaken. Just have a quick look in my roster. Yeah, Khonshu 425. So yeah, he's going to be hitting harder than Khonshu is, which is pretty hard. And he's also, don't forget, got the passive of damage over time and etc. And he's casting a fiend. The fiend is only for the enemy, but that increased attack from the Bone Trap fiends are quite annoying if you're facing them, and great if you're the one who's spawning those fiends. The target gets a minus 50% decrease for healing for 3 turns, which is a great effect. And he dispels buffs from the target at the end of each turn for 3 turns. Wow, so he's going to be pulling a mini Sabina costume on whoever he hits just for that target, not for the whole board. But that is just an added bonus on top of his snipe and the fiend. So he's probably going to be, I mean, at very fast speed, I can imagine you being able to put a few fiends on a few enemies and chop that health down pretty quickly. I don't think he's overpowered, but I do like him. I mean, I think that attack stat, sorry, is great, and that snipe is going to definitely deal a massive punch. And he's going to be frustrating if you put him on a defense team at flank. He'd just be dodging left, right, and center, and then smacking you in the face after he does. So, yeah, Kai, again, also a great hero. So, yeah, I'm stoked on these Covenant heroes. I'm excited to do a couple of pulls now. So, you know, let Lady Luck be with me, and we'll see what happens. So, here we go. I think I've got 14. Yep, 14. So, let's see what happens. Oh, Gretel. Surprise. So I think they're obviously including some of the older heroes or the event heroes into this new portal as well. Ah, there's Manicius without the costumes. Ah, Mohegan. I've already got you. Give me the other chick. Brienne. No, thank you. Phoenix. Just one. Come on. Gato. He's actually quite good. And this is the way the cookie crumbles. Captain Nemo. Come on. Give me something good. Gee. Ah, Dawn. But both of the ones I've already got. Man, it's not looking good, is it? Last one. YOLO. Ah, man. Alright. Well, no luck on the summons. Let's have a look at these two chests, and then we'll call it a day. I might try a couple more. Oh, not a bad chest. I can use those for sure. And more trainers and a giant food bundle. Alright, so it's not a complete busted flush. Now I wish all of you the best of luck in your summons. Hopefully it goes a little better than mine. If you do get Ebba and Kai, please let me know how you like them. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully you get Meadow as well. And I'll see you all in the next video. Alright, bye for now, guys.